Shout out to my LDBC. I am R.I.L.E, LDBC or nothing. Give y'all a second to get on up in here. Give y'all a second to get on up in here. Every time I go live, I always ask three things. Number one, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Number two, make sure you click that bell icon so you'll be notified when I create content. Number three, make sure you smash the like button when you come in. Number four, donate to the channel. Todd French, what's up, Brody? Oh man. Yo, wait. I just had another revelation today. And you know when I have revelations, it's pretty big. It's pretty damn big. It's pretty damn big. This one's gonna be one of those big ones. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those big ones. Yeah. Carpe diem, what's up, bro? Y'all come on in, man. Come on in. While it's good and pretty out, it's 80 degrees here today. And I'm so glad I cut my grass yesterday. Let y'all see what I'm looking at. Ah, what a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. And that's what I'm watching. Well, I had an epiphany. Oh yeah, side note, if you want to donate directly to me, you can donate to my Cash App. It's I am ill will. It's capital I, capital A, lowercase m, capital I, capital L, capital L, capital W, lowercase I, capital L, capital L. You'll see a picture of me. But anyways, let me cook. Shall I? I can't wait either. Todd French in the super chat. Salute to you, King. Said black excellent. Excellent view of the land, my man. Oh yeah. This is what I get to do every day. I just got off work. I literally just got off work. I'm working overtime. It's overtime until shoot. I don't even know when this shit gonna stop. But yep, we're gonna be working overtime like crazy. Like crazy people. But oh well. It's extra money for me. But anyways, I watched a video of a Chinese man explaining the whole tariff situation with this incompetent, stupid, dumbass, redneck, goofy, lazy, incompetent, idiotic fucking administration. Right? And I came up with a little analogy. Well, came up with an analogy. Rise. Capitalism equals rise. And when you say rise, what you mean, Will? Rise. The R in rise means retarded. I is incompetent. You know what? I should change that. I'm not gonna give it a word of encouragement. Rise means to overcome something. R.I.L.E. R-I-L-E. Retarded, incompetent, lazy, and entitled. Tay, what's up with it? Mahari, what's up? Salute to you, man. Think about it. Capitalism in America is R.I.L.E. Retarded, ignorant, incompetent, whatever you want to put there, lazy, and entitled. The United States and China both have histories of extorting human capital, right? So you have to ask yourself, what has, in a capitalist society, what has China done with the overwhelming amount of money they've made with their innovations, with rare elements, with all their innovations in the technology, manufacturing infrastructure, the whole nine. You have to put those in the perspective between the United States and Baby J. What's up, Queen? How you doing today? Um, you have to put those in perspective. Like, yeah, has the Chinese people extorted human capital? Yes. America was built on the extortion of human capital, i.e. slaves, black people, right? What did they do with the money that was made from said extorted capital, right? You look at Chinese infrastructure and compare Chinese infrastructure to the American infrastructure, right? Mawash, what's up, Queen? How you doing? These glasses are so dope because they tint up when I go outside and it's bright. So it look like I'm wearing shades, but I'm not. It's actually my glasses. But anyways, what did they do with their capital? So as you know, here we go. What's up, family? Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button and also donate to the channel, man. You can do it by my Cash App or via the what's the name? Shelton, what's up, Brody? All this stuff is gonna make sense in a second. And I'm starting this, I'm prefacing this because I'm going somewhere with this. The Chinese took that money. Their GDP for their country is $18 trillion. $18 trillion in GDP, gross domestic product, for the Trump window lickers in the back. They took that money and they invested in their infrastructure, the healthcare system, making sure that their people aren't working like slaves, even though they are extorting human capital at the same time. Two things can be true. They have one of the most technological cities and innovations, and like they got smart cities. They got like they don't extort their constituents with overbearing prices for cars and stuff to live on and things like that. Groceries are affordable. They can live in pretty nice situations. Homelessness is almost a non-existent thing in China, even though there is some homelessness in China. Even though it's a communist state, they still treat their people way better than the United States. Way better. Way light years better than the United States. Now we go to America. America has the largest GDP in the world. 27 trillion dollars in GDP. The healthcare is trash. They use human lives like poker chips. They don't care. Look at you as a number. They want to give the richest of the richest the most money, the most access to the best of everything. They extort the ones they're stealing money from repeatedly over and over and over again. The infrastructure here is absolutely fucking trash. Look at Flint, Michigan. Look at Mississippi. Look at the crumbling infrastructure. Look at all these. Look at Wall Street buying up all the houses so single family homes can't be bought by anybody. Shit, you got an idiot running the fucking White House who's a fucking felon, a criminal. He got an administration of ass kissers and dick lickers. Shit. The list goes on and go on and on and on. But primarily the thing I want y'all to focus on is the way they use their so-called capitalist society in a communist nation versus us, who's supposed to be the land of the fucking free. We're not really free. We have concepts of being free. Concepts. Ah, man. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Fucking weirdo. Why won't it let me see it? Ain't nobody coming out here, Shelton. Not really worried about that shit. Cause Renee, you come here, I'm gonna put a hole in your ass the size of this fucking Gatorade bottle. So pull up here. The camera will see you first. Then you gotta worry about my AR, my pistols, and all the other guns that I keep here. I promise you, you won't walk off my property alive. Anderson County will be picking you up. The sheriff will be coming by here. So, as I will continue. I will continue. Now, I don't know why they won't let me look at. Hold on, let me see. I want to see all messages. I want to see all messages. Cause YouTube be hiding shit. Well, Carpe Diem, look. Thoughts and tariffs. They can't get nothing done. All they can do is be heartless. That's why I say R.I.L.E. Retarded, incompetent, lazy, and entitled. Look at this whole tariff situation. Donald Trump, on a whim, woke up one day and decided he's going to tax the whole free world and everybody's going to bend the knee. He even went as far as to say in a press conference that the world is kissing his ass. And that's not true. He also said there's over 70 to 80 countries trying to score meetings with Donald Trump and his administration. Now, I had to ask y'all a question. The Chinese, Donald Trump and his administration, I hope y'all are paying attention to what's being said in the news. Donald Trump's administration, these bunch of fucking dumbass retards, literally just said that 70 to 80 countries were waiting in line to have meetings with Donald Trump to negotiate the tariff situation. When asked about those same countries, they said they were not providing a list. Which brings me back to what I told y'all a while ago. Do y'all remember when Dave Chappelle played Black Bush? Do you remember when he said, oh, sanction me. Oh, you don't got an army. You don't got an army. Oh, R.I.L.E is coming. You know what I'm saying? He was just making up countries and shit like that. I told y'all, Dave Chappelle played Donald Trump to a T. Though it was a comedy sketch, it was Donald Trump to a T. Now, I ain't got to worry about that, Shelton. He gonna report to Lucifer. He show his bitch ass up over here. He's gonna report to Lucifer, ASAP Rocky. So I don't know why you people. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pause right there. I don't know why some of you goofballs feel it in your head that because this orange clown is in the office, that you're going to enact violence on people and we're not going to respond. You better ask that kid in Frisco, Texas, what happens when you infringe on someone's safety. And that's all I got to say about that. You ain't going to make it in my front door. Yep, Todd French, you ruining the surprise, Brody. The Japanese told America, man, you know what? Y'all on some bullshit. We cashing these. Do y'all know that? Did y'all know, just so anybody in the chat that don't know, did y'all know that the Japanese hold more U.S. Treasury bonds than China? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that Japan holds more Treasury bonds than China? Thank you, Shelton. Diane, how you doing? Yes, Todd French. Exactly my next point. Imagine Chinese and Japanese cultures have been at odds for well over 500 to 600 years. And now they're working together. Because we have an incompetent dumbass in office. They're selling off their treasury bonds like hotcakes. Selling these shits off. If y'all look at the 10-year bond yield, if you look at the 10-year bond yield, it tells you the story of the American economy. Because we have an incompetent, goofball, dumbass administration, and all they want to do is act tough on TV. R.I.L.E. Retarded, incompetent, lazy, and entitled. This is the exact explanation for what the Donald Trump administration is and what it always will be, and what it will go down in history as by far the most incompetent bunch of dumbasses in the history of American history. The world will know. The world knows that we have the dumbest son of a bitch in office. The world knows. I'm about to knock this doggone carpenter bee to sleep. Hold on, y'all. I gotta kill this thing and get on my nerves. One shot, one kill. Damn, I'm good. I caught him with a good one. I got him good, too. Sheesh. I hit him just like Japan hit America with this doggone sale of these doggone, these stocks, these bonds. Now, you have MAGA, Fox News, and all the MAGA supporters. You have Peter Navarro, who shouldn't be nowhere near anybody talking about economies or economics. He shouldn't be talking about shit. This man literally made up a fucking character, an economist named Ron Vara, who don't exist, who's never existed in any economic circle on this earth, on this planet, and said that tariffs are a good thing. Now, 5 months ago, was the American economy in this much shit? Let's even go back one further. Let's do one further. January 1st. Well, matter of fact, no. I'll do one better. January 19th. Was the U.S. economy in the shitter like it is right now? Yes or no? Anybody? That's the first question of the day. Was the U.S. economy in the shitter like it is right now on January 19th, 2025? Exactly 3 months ago. Got a fuck no in the chat? Amen. Seawood? Nope. Exactly. Now, y'all follow me here. Now, y'all tell me how then the Trump administration, the fucking Trump supporters, Fox News, all these right-wing dumbasses on the internet, how they can then turn around and tell you, as a tax-paying citizen, that this is Joe Biden's fucking fault. How can they then turn around and tell you with a straight face that somehow this is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's fucking fault? It's their cross to fucking bear. Like my man ain't learned his lesson. Hold on, dog. Now, gotta be terrorized by no fucking carpenter bee in my damn gazebo. Now, y'all notice there's a trend with Trump. Trump will come off his ass with some bullshit dumbass policy that fucks everything up. It gets in a media cycle. Everybody panics. Everybody goes up in arms and blah, 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 blah. You have the usual suspects come out and they all up in arms and this. You have Democrat fucking stooges come out talking about how egregious this is without doing no actions to stop the shit. What's up, RB? What's good, Brody? They have no action or plan on what to do to stop said bullshit malignant action. And then Donald Trump goes back on the bullshit that he first came out with. And then MAGA celebrates like he actually fucking did something. Pretty much like giving an arsonist a fucking water hose and letting him put his own fire he started out. Thrill Hill, what's up, family? This is what they are doing. This is what they're going to continue to do. This is what they're going to continue to do. I lost personally $7,000 in my fucking retirement. $7,000. Does it look like we got money to be throwing around when everything is fucking high? Oh, and guess what? Under this fucking stupid ass administration, do y'all want to know the real reason why your egg prices are astronomically high? Your egg prices are high because capitalism, greed, and price gouging. The same thing, the three things that Kamala Harris said on the campaign trail that she was going to combat. But no one picked her. They didn't. 77 million dumbasses said no, the fucking failed lying felon piece of shit bullshit artist was going to make everything great again. That's what he told y'all. Right? Janine Pirro is a drunk piece of shit that just get paid to gaslight people. Just like that other fucking ugly bitch that's on there. Yep, John Barron. He made up John Barron and called into radio stations pretending like that was his PR person when it wouldn't. Just like Donald Trump made fake fucking covers of Time magazine to make himself look like the man of the year and shit. This shit goes back for histories. But none of these people took time out to even study. You had people like me. You had people like Tabitha Talks Politics. You had iHip News. You had, let's see, Brian Tyler Cohen. You had, Last Week Tonight. You had Roland Martin. You had all these people who were telling you that Donald Trump is going to be a cancer in the U.S. economy, foreign trade, foreign policy, the whole nine. Kill Life, what's up, Brody? They all came in here and they all told us. They all gaslighted all of you and me. And, oh, Donald Trump's going to make America great again. And these fuckers ran with it. They ran a mile with it. Back to what I was originally saying, though. These tariffs and capitalism. I'm going to break down capitalism for the dumbasses who don't know what capitalism is. It's the exploitation of human labor for a capitalist gain. Capital meaning businesses. I like Roland Martin. Despite all the negative shit that's been said about him, Roland Martin has been fucking consistent the whole fucking time. Roland Martin has been consistent the whole fucking time. That's one thing I can say for certain, two things for sure. Roland Martin has been motherfucking consistent. He's been consistent. I can't hate on a man who's been consistent. I can't do that. This whole administration, everybody in it, R.I.L.E, retarded, incompetent, lazy, and entitled. Look at look at Whiskey Leaks, fucking Pete Hegseth, the fucking goofball racist piece of drunk shit running the Department of Defense into the ground. That's let me continue, because I could cook the shit out of his bitch ass. Then you have Tulsi Gabbard in charge of national security, who ain't did shit. You have Elon Musk, who just got a $5.9 billion contract from the government for SpaceX. And then Jeff Bezos got a $2.9 billion contract from the government. Welfare. Almost $9 billion in welfare subsidies for Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, two of the richest fuckers in the world. NBA D Nice, what's up, Brody? I don't even give a fuck what they call him. I know what I see. They can call Roland Martin the biggest tether on this side of the Mississippi. I still won't give a fuck. I know the information that comes out of his mouth, he substantiated with evidence. I ain't see him be one of those dumbass fucking FBA goofballs that's talking about Kamala Harris locked up thousands of black people for weed. This man had an interview with Kamala Harris. It was one of the most intrusive fucking interviews I've ever seen. It was informative. She put out policy. She debunked all the lies that were being told about her, but none of y'all took the time out to go and watch it. Why? Because you have your own bias about Roland Martin. That's you. I don't listen to everybody. I done heard several of my homies cook on Roland Martin and call him this, call him that. I don't care. That's not me. I inform myself. I look at evidence and I build my own opinion based on what I see versus basically I go based on what I see versus what I heard. People can say what the fuck they want about that man. I just know he's one of the few ones that are over here swinging for the fences trying to get black folks what they need. And that means some motherfucking get right, some straightening. And we need that shit. That's one thing. That's what separates me from a lot of people. I don't give a fuck about how your personal bias between this person or whatever, whatnot. I don't give a damn about none of that. I don't care. We got all these motherfuckers over here that's talking about reparations and B1 and FBA this and FBA that. No plan, no substance, no way of know how of trying to get us to that point of getting black folks reparations or any kind of moves in society or whatever, whatnot. There's nothing that these people have said or done that's going to help black folks get to the said promised land. See, I want y'all to understand something. Here's some game. A lot of y'all hate motherfuckers based on what you heard about them. You didn't even give them a chance. I turned off the echo chamber and I went and listened myself. Has Roland Martin said some stupid shit in the past? Yeah. I've said some stupid shit in the past. You've said some stupid shit in the past. I had an implicit bias against Kamala Harris based on shit I heard about her that was not true. D.L. Hughley had an implicit bias over against Kamala Harris based on shit he heard about her that was not true. He went as far as to go on live on his radio station and apologize to Kamala Harris for being wrong about her. Because he only got the news from based on substances of things of what people told them with no substantiating evidence. This is the reason why America is cooked right the fuck now. Because I was one of the ones who thought Kamala Harris locked up black people and was giggling about it. I was one of those ones. Listening to misinformation campaigns of people posting half clips, not explaining the whole clip, like the one where they said, she ain't gonna give black people reparations. See, she said this right here. They didn't listen to the whole fucking clip. The woman couldn't give us reparations, even if she was president. The president has to adhere to the Congress, the Senate and House of Representatives. They make the laws. They control the purse strings. Period. Point blank. The end of story. There is no if, ands, buts, maybes, possibilities, or runaround that you can tell me or anybody who knows anything about politics that can go any other way but that. Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, none of them could give us reparations because they had to have a Congress and Senate to approve it. Shout out to Mahari in the super chat. Mahari says, he said, if FBA had a plan for reparations, where are your politicians who can speak on your behalf? They are too ignorant and short-sighted to see anything. That is the truth. It's that trick bag, family. Because that's what they do. They do the same thing that white supremacists do. They use fear. They use fear with minimum truth to scare you to believe a narrative that this person, that person, all these people, everybody in the world. Like, think about it. During the pandemic, you had all these dumbass people on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, all trying to be doctors now. None of them ever practiced medicine. None of them got PhDs. None of them took clinicals. None of them went to grad school. None of them went to doctor school. No one got a PhD. None of them got a nothing. They ain't got an MD by their name the first, but motherfuckers was out here, nah, man, I ain't taking that shot. I ain't taking that shot. Look, the same motherfuckers talking about they ain't taking that shot is the same motherfuckers whose babies now got motherfucking measles because they ain't taking no goddamn shot. I've never had the measles because I was vaccinated as a child. My kids have been vaccinated. Yep, RB, yep. Imagine if Barack Obama did any of this shit. See, y'all gotta understand, my overall goal for doing these videos is I wanna kill the bullshit double talk, the bullshit narrative of, oh, they're just two feathers off the same bird. No, the fuck they're not. They're not. They're not. One's a vulture, and one's a fucking, one's a vulture and one's a fucking pelican. They're both species of birds. They both got some bullshit with them. But one is there to kill your stupid ass. That's that motherfucking vulture. Republicans are vultures. They're here to steal, kill, and destroy everything. And they want to use God's name to do it. Because they know if they tie God's name or Jesus' name to they said bullshit and atrocities, that no one's going to think twice about saying anything about what they got going on because they're going to think this is God's way. Because these people are neo-Christian fascists. That's what they are. Yep, they scavenged. They picked the bones and picked everything apart when they killed everything. They set the play up, Sheldon. They're killing us right now. Financially, they're killing us right the fuck now. Our standing in the world is shit. Our standing in the world is shit. There ain't nobody in America, there ain't nobody in the world who want to do business with the United States. Nobody trusts the United States. Name one country that trusts the United States right now. China fucking showed them. Now back to China. Now, I'm going to tell y'all how this bullshit tariff fucking scam all went down. And the whole reason for this fucking tariff scam is for Donald Trump to enrich himself and all his fucking billionaire buddies. All these motherfuckers all had a plan to enrich themselves based off the pain of the ones who are going to have to pay for it. And y'all got to remember this. When I say tariff, tariff means a tax on you and me. If Trump imposes a 100% tariff on Chinese goods and went and lied to y'all for years, he lied for years. Republicans have been lying for tariffs against America from the Chinese for years. I'm talking about decades of lying. Do y'all know the actual tariff rate that China was charging the United States? Do y'all actually know the real number? Not some bullshit inflated number that Donald Trump and them and Elon Musk made some AI chart and made a whole big graph of fucking stupid shit. Not that. I'm talking about the real fucking numbers. It was 3.9%. $3.9%. But no, you hear Donald Trump talk, you think that China was charging us 70, 80% tariffs on all of our goods. You would think. Y'all gotta understand something. What the Chinese is doing, what the Japanese is doing, Mexico, Canada, all of them, what they doing is not the reason for the poor people in America. It's not. It never been that. See, y'all getting mixed up in the bullshit. Again, y'all getting mixed in the bullshit. I'm gonna tell you the reason why white people, black people, Mexican, Puerto Ricans, Chinese, uh, everybody is being fucked off who ain't billionaires or oligarchs. Everybody who ain't got 6 figures in the bank right now. I'll tell y'all why we're all being fucked over, or 7 figures. I'll tell you why we're all being fucked off. Greed. Greed here. Monopolies. Monopolies are when a company buys out all the competition and they're the only one left standing who can dictate the prices of goods and services that you buy from their company or companies under their umbrella. Price gouging is the reason why your ass is fucked up, why you're poor. That's why when you go, you have to go through your credit cards and you running your credit cards up and you wondering why in the fuck am I already this far behind in debt already? I ain't barely buy anything, but I'm already in debt. It's because of fucking greed. Capitalism is R.I.L.E. Retarded, incompetent, lazy, and entitled. Good, Thrill Hill, good. Good. The moment that everybody in the United, even these fucking dumbass window liquor MAGA supporters, the day that everybody figures out the whole master plan behind all this shit and that capitalism is a farce and it's nothing but a piece of shit machine built to sponge and steal every fucking thing there is that's good about human beings away from you, and then have you blame your neighbor for your failures or your reasonings not to be able to get money or have any kind of substance in life. The moment that everybody figures this shit out and they figure out that these motherfuckers are out here scamming and stealing everything from you, and you won't go from feed the rich to eat the rich, there shouldn't be a billionaire the first that could walk around in the United States and feel safe. Mark my words on it. There wouldn't be a billionaire that could have a board meeting without protesters out there meeting them with vim and vigor so they can hear their voices and hear the outrage. There should be legislation to stop these greedy bastards from stealing everything from everybody. Here's what capitalism does. And the Chinese are so smart, they showed you what capitalism is doing to us, how capitalism is fucking up everybody. You know those Birkin bags. Those Birkin bags sell for anywhere from about $10,000 to $60,000, $70,000 a bag, right? Paying all this money for this fucking bag. They make that bag in China for about $1,000. Chinese people were all on TikTok this weekend, and I had a great time on TikTok looking at these Chinese people say, hey, Americans that didn't vote for Trump, I'm going to give y'all the game. This is how you can go bypass all these greedy ass Nordstroms, Saks Fifth Avenue, Dillard's, Macy's, Coach, Louboutin. This is how you can bypass all of them, and you can go get them Louis shoes that you always wanted, and you don't have to pay $7,000-$8,000 for those fucking shoes. You can buy that Rolex watch and not have to pay $20,000-$30,000 for that fucking watch. Have I ever owned a Rolex? Yes. I've owned a Rolex before. Bought it in Japan. Yep, Diane, this is what people fail to understand. The Chinese in the Chinese and America both have similar ways of how they got their GDP to be as big as they are. Human capital, right? But the Chinese took their human capital and the money that they made from it and they invested it back into their people. They perfected manufacturing. They perfected it. Camarian, what's up, Queen? I enjoyed your video. I was listening to it today while I was at work. They took that money and reinvested that money into their people so that nobody would know what struggle looked like. But here we are listening to American exceptionalism, and they're telling us that America is the greatest country on earth to live in. We got the best of the best. We're the best at this. We're the best at that. We're the best at this. Da 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 da. Yada yada yada. Wah, wah, wah. America this. America first. Bullshit. All that stupid ass shit. None of that shit is true. By the numbers, none of that shit is true. None of it. It was all a farce. American exceptionalism is a fucking pipe dream. It's what people believe. Have a good day, baby. This is what people believe when they walk into a gas station and buy that lottery ticket. They think about all the fun they can have and all the responsibilities they ain't got to worry about no more because they got all this free money. My brother Joe Townsend, swine, my brother. They imagine, think about it. When you go to the store to buy a lottery ticket, what's the first thing you think about? Man, if I hit $1 million, bro, my life would be so much better. I could do this, I could do that, I can go here, I can go on vacation, I don't have to worry about money, I don't have to worry about this, I can take care of my kids, I can pay off all this debt, I can do this. These people are living that every day in China. But American exceptionalism has told you otherwise. They told you it was the complete opposite, that the way they actually live in China is the way we imagine to live here in America. The home of the brave, land of the free. Born in the USA. Yeah, they told you that bullshit exceptionalist lie. And with this administration, y'all notice we're creeping closer and closer and closer to communism. Think about it. China is living what Americans dream about. Not having to kill yourself at work, adequate health care, you have smart cities, you have the biggest innovations in technology, you don't have to want for nothing, your kids go to good colleges. Hell, there are 5-year-olds in China that know more than 15-year-olds here in America. Can read better, can write better, can sort out problems better, better at arithmetic, better at math, comprehension skills, the whole nine. These people, these little kids, 5-year-old babies, can solve fucking problems and using abacuses and solve math problems. It'll take all grown asses all day to try to figure out. That's the lie that they cook for you. That's the lie that they serve the American people. They told the American people that we got the best of the best. We got the best of, we got concepts of the best. Concepts. Everything that China does, America does the opposite of. Donald Trump is doing the opposite of. Where China is investing in their infrastructure, Donald Trump is cutting money off from infrastructure. Where the Chinese is investing in education, Donald Trump is gutting the Department of Education and making school they sending it back to the states, where some of these states are the dumbest states, like Oklahoma is 49th in education. But they got the right and the gall to get on TV and talk about how people are acting in America. Walking zombies. We have walking, talking zombies live in America. And these people are still yet to wake up. They do not care. They don't care if they're being hustled. They don't care if they're being lied to. They don't care because they were born in the USA. They were born in the USA. We got the best of the best here, so they thought. It wasn't until Red Note came out, and when TikTok shut down and Red Note made its way to the stage, and everybody seen how the Chinese really lived over there. The mass exodus of the amount of dumbass shit. Donald Trump is a fucking dumbass anyway. The fucker can't even read. All Donald Trump does is come out in front of his dumbass supporters with bravado. That's it. He just speaks with confidence. And these people eat it up. Oh, he knows what he's talking about. He's got a lot of money. They don't really know how much money Trump actually has. Right, Joe Townsend. Like, if you go and you look at Chinese culture and look at what the Chinese are doing over there. Look at these. They got these babies at 5 years old learning coding. Writing codes, significant codes. Learning binary codes. These babies can decipher IP addresses like it's nothing. Babies. Meanwhile, our babies barely even know how to talk at 5 years old. Da 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 da. And we like, yeah, you smart. They got their kids out there solving puzzles and shit, learning martial arts. And then I think in hindsight, and I don't want to be pessimistic, but in hindsight, this was probably the best thing that ever could have happened to America. It gave you a real look at what the real America really looks like. Then you had J.D. Vance, the couch fucker himself, go on national TV and call those people peasants. You had J.D. Vance, the couch fucker himself, go on national TV and call these Chinese people peasants. You've got to be the dumbest motherfuckers in God creation. You've got to be. You've got to be the stupidest motherfucker in God's creation. Gotta be. The Chinese people took so much offense to it that they allowed it to be shown all over their country. Over 1.5 billion people seeing a racist hillbilly couch fucker with fucking mascara on his face call them peasants. See, tissues for MAGA. You get it. You get it. This was not a war on black people like they want to make it out to be. They want to make it out this is an attack on black folks. No, the fuck it ain't. When they cut all these DEI practices and policies in these companies and all that shit, it wasn't an attack on black men or black women. It wasn't. Because we didn't even benefit from DEI quiet as kept. If you want to be honest about it and tell the truth, who benefited the most from DEI? White women. Affirmative action. White women. Black people were always the last totem pole to benefit any these policy programs. is an attack. Too many wake the fuck up. The Trump administration is an attack on poor white people. And I'm talking about anybody that ain't a billionaire. Anybody that ain't a millionaire. That's a whole bunch of y'all. Y'all ain't part of the 1%. I'm talking to you. I'm talking directly to you. This is an attack on you. This is an attack on poor whites in this country. This is an attack on white women in this country. Look at the laws, the SAVE Act, white women. Attacks on DEI practices, white women again. They want white women subservient to white men again. You're going to bow down to the white patriarchy whether you like it or not. That's basically what Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and all these fucking dumbass MAGA goofballs, that's the message that they're not saying, but their actions telling a whole different story. Actions are telling everything. See, this is what I tell y'all all the time. It ain't what you say, it's what you do that defines who you are and what you're doing. Motherfuckers done told me they love me to death. And at the same time, went back lying on me, talking shit behind my back, didn't think it was going to get back to me. It's not what you do in front of me that I'm concerned with. It's what you do behind my back is what I got the problem with. That's the issue I got. Because you weren't man enough to say the shit to my face. Just like Trump wasn't man enough to say the shit to China's face. Talked all that shit about Xi Jinping and the Chinese people. Got J.D. Vance stupid ass on TV talking about, oh man, see, these Chinese peasants. You got his stupid ass on TV saying that stupid goofy shit. And then you think you're gonna have a chance to get your ass on in the room with China to negotiate something that's gonna benefit America? Fuck no. See, tissues for MAGA. What they don't understand is this. Look, just think about it, bro. Tissue for MAGA. Understand this. Anytime you want to get somebody riled up, anytime, you know who's going to be the biggest proprietor of saying something? Who's going to be the loudest one in the room? Black folks. So what do? They're using social constructs to stage the animus and the vim and vitriol with the American people and the public and shit, when in actuality, the laws is meant to put white women back in their place. They don't want white women thinking like black women. They don't want white women thinking like Ketanji Brown Jackson or Jasmine Crockett or Kamala Harris. They don't want them thinking like that. They want them subservient to them. Look at the evidence, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the evidence. And you tell me if I'm lying. Look at the evidence. All these policies and programs that Donald Trump and his administration is cutting and destroying with a sledgehammer, all this shit they're doing is primarily affecting who? It's not primarily affecting black folks. The aim is to enrage black people with the concept of them doing something to negatively affect black people. But black people have been so marginalized in America, we don't give a fuck. Y'all have already been putting the fuck to us. Already. We ain't got no reason to sit up here and, oh man, I didn't know Trump was even racist. Lying. Why do you think they trotted out fucking Tim Scott and Byron Donalds and to go to the RNC to stand on stage and lie and say that racism don't exist in America, when Tim Scott himself said he was discriminated in Washington, D.C.? Make that shit make sense. Long as you can attach a black face to it, white women are going to turn away from it because they think in their heads it's not going to affect them. Same thing with this doggone whole mass deportation bullshit. It's the same play. Same play. Same play, different bullshit, different words, same fucking result. Y'all gotta think about it. You got to think about it. Think about what they're doing. I'm telling y'all, once y'all unplug from that fucking TV, that shit box you call it television, and stop watching the news, and stop listening to these mainstream people who have been paid to lie to you, millions and millions of dollars, like Janine Shapiro and the Fox News. The only one on there that got fucking sense is Jessica Tarloff, and that's the only person on Fox News I listen to. She's the only one that got a working brain. The rest of them are propagandists. That's all they're there for. She's the only one there that knows how to be a journalist. She's the only one there who's got an IQ over 2. Think about it. The majority of the shit that Donald Trump done via executive order is did so that they can get white women back in their fucking place, so they can sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, so that everybody can be Melania. You're only good to look at and fuck. Unfortunately, I gotta be the bearer of bad news, because that is exactly what's going the fuck on right now. They want the subservient white woman, the white woman that's a damn culprit in the bullshit, and they want her to sit the fuck down and don't think independently for yourself. Shut the fuck up and do what I told you, woman, and get in there and make me a sandwich. That's what they think. These tariffs was nothing but an extension of Donald Trump's toxic masculinity. Donald Trump wanted to beat his chest on national TV and say how tough and how big and how bad and how bold he was with these bullshit tariffs, and everybody in the world don't give a fuck. Donald Trump think it's one of his failed businesses that he's running. And now y'all are seeing, once again, for the billionth time I done said this shit, y'all are seeing exactly why Donald Trump sunk fucking casinos. Y'all are seeing firsthand how a man could sink a fucking casino, a cash cow. Yep, tissues for MAGA. You know what? I actually sat down and wondered why white women constantly vote against their own self-interest. I wondered why. And then I went back and I looked at some history. Some of them were culprits during slavery, like Martha Washington, and like people don't want to talk about Martha Washington or what she did. She actually owned more slaves than George Washington. Don't believe me? George Washington owned 15 slaves. Martha Washington owned 83 slaves. White women in history were the biggest proprietors of slavery, one of the most menacing and violent bunch of people during the slavery movement. Yeah, when you see the pictures of Ruby Bridges at 6, 7 years old, walking to school, being escorted by National Guardsmen, you see white women yelling at her racial epithets and shit like that, calling her monkeys and niggers and all kinds of shit. You seen it. It's on the picture. You seen it. It's on video. You seen it. Some of them were the biggest proprietors of the fuck shit that was going on, and then wanted to play victim. They don't want another feminist march 2.0 to happen, because those white women seen what black people like Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King was doing when they used boycotts and they shut down businesses and shit to get their message heard. That's why I told you, if black people really wanted reparations, we'd be the most organized, well-oiled machine in the United States of America. Not listen to some fucking coon Sambo FBA troll spewing white supremacist talking points on the internet and think he's saying some shit because he used a bunch of big words and tried to show he had a big vernacular. Oh God, he said that he pontificated this and he said this and blah 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 blah. Man, shut the fuck up. You said a whole bunch of nothing. That's why I don't fall for the trap of Candace Owens. I don't, because I know she's all fucking fluff and no substance. She's all bullshit. That bitch ain't never said anything with substance. She always dances around with big gigantic words, using straw man talking points to make herself sound like she's smart. She's a fucking dumbass. She's only good at conning people, just like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a fucking moron. He's good at conning people. Elon Musk is a fucking idiot. He's good at conning people. If you start the game with a shit ton of money, you can't fail in America. All you got to do is muscle your way into a fucking boardroom, muscle your way to a CEO or CFO position, and buy your way into the company. Now it's yours. Then you can say what the fuck you want. I built this company. Like he did Tesla. Like he did SpaceX. Like he did that bank he started. Like he did PayPal. Elon Musk is just like Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump. Again, what these fucking racists, goofball fucking in power, or what they want to do, they basically essentially does not want white women to start becoming conscious or woke. That's the reason why they fucking perverted that word woke. Woke was only a term used by black folks to show that we were becoming aware of us being fucked over by the government and that the system was not broken, but it was working exactly how it was designed to protect white patriarchy and white supremacy. We knew that. That's where the term woke came from. I don't know how you associated woke with gay people and lesbian and trans folks. That has absolutely fucking nothing to do with the word woke. They took the word woke and changed it to the new nigga. Or you're just woke. When they tell white people who stand up for black folks, who are actual accomplices, not people over here pretending like they actually stand with black people when it's cool. They use that word woke. Oh, that white guy, like Jolly Good Ginger. He's an accomplice. He's the type of white guy I won't standing beside me because he's going to fight. He's going to scrap. He ain't going to just give you lip service. He's going to put these paws on somebody real weak ass. They took the word woke, perverted it, made it into an N-word slur, and then there you have it. Now they use woke on, and they overuse the shit out of it too. Just like DEI. Yeah, it don't sound as fucked up when you say DEI, but when you say diversity, equity, and inclusion, then that kind of makes you think it hit a little different, don't it? I hate diversity, equity, and inclusion. Just tell me you're a fucking racist then. Why do you think they don't ever say diversity, equity, and inclusion, and they just use the fucking letters? Oh, DEI, I don't like DEI. DEI is bad. So you don't like diversity, equity, and inclusion then? The next time y'all see a fucking racist goofball on the internet saying, man, I hate DEI policy. Well, you telling me you hate diversity, equity, and inclusion? What's bad about diversity, equity, and inclusion then? Guarantee you they can't answer your fucking question. Man, I want everybody to get a fair shake. I just don't want nobody to get an unfair advantage. That's not what diversity, equity, and inclusion means. Dumbass. That means everybody gets a fair shake at getting to somewhere from point A to point B. That's all it means. They done took that and perverted it. They took it and made it their own. Oh, CRT is bad. They're just teaching white people to hate themselves. No, it's not. It's telling white people that you want to act like you're the savior and you got this savior complex, but you're the reason this shit is happening. And here's the proof. Books and books and books and documentaries and all this other shit to show you the real accurate truth of America. Why capitalism is racist. Why capitalism is R.I.L.E. It's racist. It's incompetent. It's lazy and entitled. Look at the substances behind capitalism. And look at the purveyors and the ones who always trying to talk all so good and almighty about capitalism. Look at them. And look at their track record. And look at what they do. If none of the shit I was saying was true, if everything I said up here was lying and I'm going to be a victim, like some of these goofy MAGAs want to get on the internet and pretend like I am. If anything I was saying was lie or cap, then why in the fuck is Donald Trump and his administration going to great lengths to try to hide it then? Just like you had the FBA niggas get on the internet and tell black folks, man, I choose Team Couch. Team Couch, man. Team Couch. Team Couch. Why do you think they said Team Couch? Because they wanted to give you the fucking false belief that your vote don't matter. Now, I think y'all need to go and travel on to good old North Carolina and ask them, does your vote really matter? Ask all those Cubans that were dancing and saying, I will vote for Donald Trump. Ask them, do they vote matter now? Legal residences here in the United States being deported for nothing, without due process. All they had to do was find a fucking reason. Oh, you're a gangster. You're in a gang. You're an MS-13 gang member. What proof do you have, sir? He just got tattoos of a flower on his arm. Oh shit, Will got tattoos on his arm. That's the only precipice that they use for them to deport fucking fucking citizens. That's what they did. That is what they did. And they just shipped all these fucking people off. Like that kid from Columbia University. They just went in a darker night, kidnapped him from his house, and just shipped him off to some fucking the fucking internment camp somewhere and lied about it. Oh, he broke all kinds of law. We can't have nobody here with all this violent talking us and breaking the law. What law did he break? He broke plenty of laws. He broke plenty. Tom Homan, big fat 3-chin having ass. He done broke plenty of laws. He broke. And then Marco Rubio, I want to punch him in his fucking face. He's the biggest fucking coward. He's the biggest example of coming in on the ladder and pulling it up after you I've ever seen. Him and Elon Musk stinking shitty ass. These two are literally immigrants telling other immigrants you don't belong here. Bitch, you don't belong here. You weren't born here. Your parents ain't from here. Condo, what's up, Brody? They sold y'all a bullshit lie. They sold y'all this bullshit and told y'all, look, man, look, man, it's the immigrants, man. The immigrants are the reason for you not to have any money. The immigrants are the reason why you can't go to the grocery store and spend $100 and buy a month's worth of food anymore. That's the reason. They went and told y'all that bullshit lie. And then you stupid motherfuckers get on the internet, man, you need to get rid of mass deport all these fucking immigrants and shit. Man, they don't do nothing but get nothing but free shit. They just get free money. They get the government give them billions of dollars. And see, they get, look in New York, they give them $59 million. See, man, they got a $5,000 food stamp card, man. See, they got all this misinformation and lies pumping hot and ready throughout the whole fucking media stream, and nobody takes 5 seconds to, hey, Google, search this. They don't even take 5 seconds. They don't even give a fuck. They could give a flying fuck less about research. All they heard was hate, 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 hate. Oh, he hates the person I hate. Cool. I'm with it. He hates the motherfuckers I hate. That's all I need to see. That's all they heard. Just like all these fucking, out of the 77 million motherfucking people. I split them into 4 categories. You got the willfully ignorant and stupid. You got the ones who don't do any research. You got the ones who are greedy motherfuckers who just want to steal just like Donald Trump stealing. And then you got the plumb stupid backwoods hillbilly that feel like nobody heard them. And they all jumbled up in this big ass fucking cult of fucking stupid motherfuckers. Trying to out stupid one another. So anybody in this chat, anybody who watches this video, guarantee you this, You can't tell me that this administration is competent. You can't tell me that this administration know what the fuck they're doing. You can't tell me one person in this administration that know what the fuck they're doing. Be know why? Because none of them are. Like this administration, y'all wanna know something real funny? Y'all wanna know the real gag? China showed the world that America was a DEI hire. I'm gonna let that one sizzle for a minute. I'm gonna let that one cook for a minute. I'm gonna say that one more time for the ones in the back who didn't get it. China and Japan showed the world that America is a DEI hire. Didn't earn it. Everything negative they said about DEI, America is that. This administration is all that. In a bag of chips. There's not a person in any position in this fucking raggedy, dumbass, retard bus administration that is qualified to do their job. There's not one person there. The defense secretary is a fucking idiot drunk. The fucking national intelligence person is a dumb bitch who don't know what the fuck she's doing. And she's a Russian puppet. The fucking press secretary is a dumb bitch who stutters her way. This bitch stutters so bad. This bitch owes $375,000 to the state that she ran in. She ran for a Congress seat here. Ain't paid the money back. The Treasury Secretary is a fucking billionaire dumbass. A Nepo baby. Who didn't earn none of his money. I want y'all to understand this shit. Linda McMahon didn't earn none of that fucking money she got. She got it based off the back of her fucking racist ass, stinking sex scandal ridden ass fucking husband, Vince McMahon. There ain't one person in this White House that knows what the fuck they're doing. Yep, Joe Townsend, exactly. Kellyanne Conway gonna come bring her Skeletor looking ass on TV talking about alternative facts again. All these people are fucking... Peter Navarro is the biggest dumbass I've ever seen of dumbasses. And they got this man regulating shit and policy on the fucking economy. And he's a fucking idiot. What the fuck? I'm finna go in the house. I will vote for Donald Trump. Donald Trump know what he talking about. I wish one of these motherfuckers would come in here and have a good debate with me. I'll fire up my StreamYard just to have a debate with one of you window-licking couch suckers, fucking Trump supporters. I would prime the day. One of you motherfuckers get your goofy ass on this fucking app and you actually have an intelligent debate with me. It guarantee it's gonna go like this. I'm gonna hit your ass with receipts and facts, and you're gonna go to name calling, and then I'm gonna roast the shit out of your stupid ass while playing hillbilly music while making you look like an even bigger dumbass with more receipts. And then you're gonna run it off talking about you won the debate and you lost, really. And everybody who watches the video sees it. They're going to collapse. They already collapsed this motherfucker. We in a recession, homie. If Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, the biggest proprietor, the biggest holder of assets in the world, tells you that America is cooked, America is fucking cooked. Gotta ask y'all a question. How is Donald Trump gonna fix this shit that he fucked up? Yep, tissue for MAGA, that's what they doing. And you know what? As soon as the SEC tries to investigate Trump, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna fire him. Doge, they're gonna sick Doge on him. Elon Musk retarded window licking ass gonna come out. We found waste, fraud, and SEC, and we're gonna get rid of it. Stuttering Stan gonna bring his stinking ass out here lying to the American people again. I don't know why everybody hates me. Yeah, I can tell you why everybody hates your stupid ass. Because you're a fucking liar. You cost people their jobs. You cost people around the world their only means of getting some food and medicine. I swear to God, I'm gonna start turning my phone on airplane mode when I start going live. These fucking scam callers, boy. Yeah, and basically exactly what they're gonna do. It's the same play over and over. Every time Trump fucks up some shit, it was Bidenflation. It was Biden. It was Joe Biden. Then you go back and you look at the numbers on January 19th of where the economy was. You look at where everything was when job creation, the economy, the stock market. You look at every last one of these factors that Donald Trump went in and fucked up again. Just like he fucked up the economy Obama left him. Obama left him a fucking thriving economy. He fucked that shit up. This administration has already overspent $156 billion fucking dollars that's unaccounted for. But Elon Musk is supposed to be solving the waste and fraud fucking problem in America. Suck my dick. Elon Musk lied to y'all and told y'all he's gonna find waste and fraud, but these motherfuckers overspent $156 billion already. Planes falling out of the fucking sky. Motherfuckers, farmers are going bankrupt all over this country. Stock market is trash. Motherfuckers losing their retirements. All this shit is on fire, and you bitch ass niggas, oh man, everything's straight. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. They're the one committing the fraud. Again, I'm gonna ask y'all this question one more time. What evidence has Elon Musk showed you as an American taxpayer of all the fraud they allegedly supposedly found? What evidence has he shown you? Where there's an accusation, there should be evidence. That's straight out of the fucking docket at court. When you go to court, can't nobody just say, man, look, man, H. Jones stole $100,000 from me, man. I can't go in no court and say that shit without evidence. You can't go in court and say that shit without evidence, without getting laughed out of court. The fuck? Oh, so you gonna, man, see, man, Carpe Diem, man. Carpe Diem stole $200,000 from me in stocks. Will, what proof you got that Carpe Diem stole your stocks, man? Man, I just heard it through the grapevine, man. You gotta trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro. They got the trust me, bro economy going. Just trust me, everything is okay. Everything is fine. Why they got fire extinguishers and fire trucks and shit, trying to put the fire out and shit. They can't contain the shit. They telling you motherfuckers the shit's fine. No, it ain't. No, it's not. It is not. It is furthest from being fine than fucking Melania Trump is. Melania Trump is so beautiful. She is so beautiful. She's more beautiful than Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama looks like a man. You talk about that robot face, slanted eye bitch who had so much fucking plastic surgery. Now she look like she Chinese. She over here looking like she high all the time. Melania, open your eyes. I do best. I do best. Be best. Shut your stupid ass up. They can't show you one dime of proof of all this alleged fraud Elon Musk showed, but I can show you all the billions of dollars in welfare Elon Musk done pocketed since he even brought his stinking real weak ass into the White House. I can show you that. I can show you one today. He got a $5.9 billion contract, a welfare contract from the government for SpaceX. Google's your friend. Don't say I didn't tell you. He done manipulated his way into pushing Verizon out of the way of a broadband deal and putting Starlink there. Well, it was worth over $2 billion. That's two of them. Well, we had like $9 billion right now that Elon Musk done stole since he done weaseled his musty ass up into the White House. Donald Trump's idea of a golden age is Donald Trump in 2013 in Russia. A golden shower. Getting pissed on. China, they done said China's weak and China's this and China is taking our lunch money and laughing at us. Taking our lunch. China, look, China, look. I know we ain't seen eye to eye on a lot of shit. But I ain't with these stupid motherfuckers over here. We sick of that nigga there. We sick of that nigga there. We ain't got, ain't no we over here. We ain't French. Ain't what we French now? We. Man, bitch, we ain't French. You French? Ace, you French? You ain't French. Say it, you French? You ain't French. Ain't none of us in here French. We ain't no we. What do we come in at? We done messed up our country. Ain't no we. Y'all did. Ain't no damn we. Hey, somebody playing a Nintendo Wii or some shit? I want to get on that bowling real quick. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. We done messed up the account. We made a mistake. Ain't no we. You made a mistake. Bitch, fix it. Motherfuckers gonna make a mistake. Again, what I say about this fucking administration. It's R.I.L.E. It's racist, it's incompetent, it's lazy, and entitled. These motherfuckers went and brought their racist ass to that voting booth, voted this stupid, moronic motherfucker in place, and then want black folks to come back and clean their mess up. Y'all gonna be saying R.I.L.E. before this motherfucking live is over with. Y'all gonna be using that shit in your real life. Y'all gonna be like, damn it, Will is on one today, goddamn it. Will saying that shit. That R.I.L.E. do make sense. It's racist. It's incompetent. It's lazy. And it's entitled. Everything I said in that fucking acronym is everything the Trump administration is. Hell, you can switch the words up like I was doing earlier. Retarded, ignorant, lazy, and incompetent. That's his whole administration. Racist, incompetent, lazy, and entitled. They think they're entitled. And I can break down my fucking acronym. I can break the shit down. When I say they're racist, look at the policies. Look at the party. And look at the supporters. And look at what these fuckers are doing right now. You got that young man down there in Texas who was defending himself, rightfully so, from two fucking racist ass fucking bullies. And then they want to talk about that boy's daddy and how he was raised. When he himself, Austin Metcalf's daddy, is a fucking sexual predator. He a whole chomo out here. And you want to talk about how somebody was raised. A 4.0 student. Top of his class. Star student. Star athlete. Who was there to compete. Your two sons didn't have no damn business being there. It's raining and you don't want him to be dry. Shut your stupid ass up. That fucking, that overseer complex got your ass fucked up. That's why these motherfuckers have been mad as hell. They've been swinging that air the whole time this racist pile of shit Donald Trump been in office. Because black people ain't budged. We ain't moved shit. We ain't going to. You're going to fix it. You're going to fix it. Racist MAGA dumbasses. This is for you. Y'all gonna fix it. We ain't touching it. We didn't make it. We ain't fixing it. We done fixed enough of your shit already. We ain't doing it. Lamont Griffin, what's up, family? We ain't doing it. We ain't touching it. We ain't going near it. Y'all did it. Get your goofy ass, lazy asses up. I told y'all, R.I.L.E. once again, racist, incompetent, lazy, and entitled. Heavy emphasis on the laziness. You want somebody who had nothing to do with the bullshit you put in our face to go and clean up your motherfucking mess. The same ones who went and stood on business and voted for the most sensible candidate. You want us to now about face and go help you clean up for having this goofy retard in office that's flinging shit against the wall. We ain't going. You fix it. You fix it. We ain't coming. We putting our boots on the ground and watching these ladies, these beautiful queens, flap them fans. Where them fans at? Go and do your fan, baby. Do your fan. Do your line dance. Do your line dance. Cause we watching line dances and shit and watching how the Chinese give us game on how to use DH Gate again. We're gonna make DH Gate great again. Huh? We're gonna make DH Gate is going to be great again. Cause motherfuckers is gonna be bombarding their asses with ordering shit directly from China instead of me getting hustled paying shit $700-800 for a pair of shoes. Nah, I don't believe I'll be doing that, boss. Don't believe I'll be doing that no more. Don't think I'll be doing that. Nope. We did our job. We did what we said we was gonna do. You need to check your integrity. Y'all had all these damn meetings and shit. White people for Trump, white women for Trump, white men for Trump, white women for Kamala, white men for Kamala, da. Y'all said Kamala Harris is the best thing smoking. We need a change in America. We ain't going back. And y'all yelled all that. We ain't going back. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing. And y'all went right on back in that time machine. Because you thought a fucking 34-time fraud felon was the best choice to get this country where we need to be. Well, we were just fine where we at. But you had this ugly orange-ass parrot telling you every chance he get how bad the economy was, how stupid the decisions Joe Biden made was, all this, that, and the third. Funny, you know what would be hilarious as fuck right now? If Joe Biden got on Twitter and tweeted out every time Donald Trump fucked up, which will be every hour of every day. Joe Biden would not have time to see his grandkids, his wife, pet his dog, or nothing. Ride his bicycle and fall off of it. He wouldn't have time to do shit. Irony's a motherfucker, ain't it? Irony is a motherfucker. Irony is a motherfucker. Y'all had that orange parrot telling y'all, oh, the economy's bad, the economy's bad. Even though the economists, the people who know what the fuck they're doing, who get paid to analyze the economy, was telling you that we had the strongest economy in the world. That these policies that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have done has innovated this economy so fast, they even beat the expectations of how fast they can recover after Trump fucked up the pandemic. They told you that shit. And you still didn't believe them. And you still went and voted this orange fucking dumbass who was dead. And y'all found out during the whole course of the campaign that this motherfucker was giving out life-saving shit to fucking Putin. And you still voted for him. Found out this motherfucker was selling our fucking our country's secrets to whoever the highest bidder. You still voted for him. Staged a fucking assassination attempt. You still voted for him. Y'all ain't heard not one word about Butler, Pennsylvania since that orange pile of shit got back in office, have you? Not about that firefighter that lost his life. Not about that boy that lost his life. They set that man up. They set that boy up to die. They set him up to fucking die. How much you want to bet on it? I'm with H. Jones. I voted for the nice black lady who had a contagious laugh. I voted for her. I got common sense. Hey, Tisha from Mecca, I done went over that shit like a billion times. I showed y'all. I showed y'all the size of an AR bullet, because I own an AR. You ain't gonna tell me. As a matter of fact, I'll give you this one, Tisha from Mecca. Anybody, there's 50 people in here right now. Can y'all tell me, and I mind y'all, I'm an expert rifle shooter and an expert pistol shooter. When I was in the Marine Corps, I had cross rifles and cross pistols. Pretty good at shooting. Know a good bit about firing guns. You tell me how a bullet traveling this way can have blood spatter this way and not get a drop on your white shirt. And at the same time, Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield on his ear and that shit is still gone. It ain't never healed back. And I met Evander Holyfield in Atlanta, seen him in person, and I seen the bite mark myself with my own 2 fucking eyes, and it's not there. Ask them about it. Go on my Instagram page. You'll see a picture of me, Trill Will, with Evander, the real deal Holyfield, live in Atlanta. I was going to see Shakur Stevenson fight Jamel Herring. Don't take my word for it. That's the only thing I got to say, Yana. I rest my case. You can't explain to me how a trajectory is going to explain how you got a bullet traveling this way and you got blood spatter going this way, as if to say the bullet was going in the opposite direction. Okay, here's another one then. I'll give y'all another one then. Question. If y'all are as old as I am, you remember when somebody tried to take the life of Ronald Reagan. What part of the Secret Service allowed any part of Ronald Reagan's body to be exposed after the assassination attempt? And then go back and look at what happened after Donald Trump fake ass assassination attempt. And you tell me he got a chance to look for his shoes, to expose his whole chest cavity in his head. You don't know the potential threat in the crowd. And you going yelling, fight, fight, fight. While exposed. And even they got videos of them putting you in the car and your body is still fully exposed. Now you tell me. I ain't the smartest man in the world. But that's some bullshit. Things that make you go, Oh, and thank you, Perfection. You just gave me an idea for a moment. Things that make you go, Donald Trump and his administration have been running up and down Fox News, telling the American people that everybody was coming to the table to negotiate tariffs with the United States. If that's the case, then why won't they release the names of the said countries that are willing to go to the table to negotiate with the United States? I want to know your opinion on the Second Amendment. I like the Second Amendment. I am a proprietor of the Second Amendment. I own a lot of guns. Yep, Diane, because ain't a bitch ass person call his bitch ass. Oh, another thing to make you go, Donald Trump and his administration been running up and down to Fox News, telling all the world and telling the maggots that China is bending the knee to Donald Trump's fucking tariff bullshit fiasco. Quiet as kept, though. Somebody from Trump's administration tried to reach out to Xi Jinping or the finance ministry over in China, and they told him to go to hell. But then they turned around and go on TV and said, this is the art of the deal. So which one is it? Is it the art of the deal or the art of the bitch? Hmm. 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 Yes, Tissue from MAGA, I had that question too. But I wasn't going to get too deep in it because, you know, I ain't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Oh, but to sound like a conspiracy theorist, though, since MAGA and Donald Trump talk about election interference, tell me how Donald Trump already knew he won 4 hours before the polls closed. Hmm. 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 Oh, another question. Was Elon Musk and Starlink put in charge of monitoring vote counts? Hmm. 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 Did Elon Musk and Donald Trump ever go on live TV and say it was rigged? That they rigged the election and he won? Hmm. 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 Oh, here's another one. Donald Trump said the reason why he was imposing the tariffs on the whole entire world was because America was unfairly treated. Now, he says he cares so much about America. He loves America, American made, blah, blah, blah. But why is everything in Donald Trump's fucking clothing store made in China? Hmm. 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 They're gonna get heavy today. They gonna get heavy today. Hmm. Nada 86 in the super chat. Salute to you, man. Said salute Trill Will and salute to the mighty LDBC. LDBC or nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I got more. I got more. I can do this all day. Y'all do know this, don't you? I could do this all day. All day. Oh, here's another one to make you say, Donald Trump and his administration fired everybody at the CDC that could tell you when dangers are happening, shit like that. You got RFK who sound like he need one of those fucking. I just want to tell you. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So why did egg companies see the biggest jump in profits that they've ever seen in the last 20 years if it was an egg shortage? Hmm. 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 Sheesh. Mahmoud Khalil, the young man down at Columbia University, was stolen in the middle of the night, taken to Louisiana to some ICE detention center. With no warrant, no due process. They just kicked him out. But Fox News will have you believe there's not a constitutional crisis, even after judge after judge after judge have went against them. So tell me why this. Why wouldn't we believe that Donald Trump would try to seek a third term? Oh, yeah. Why did Donald Trump and his administration... Look, I got a question. If Donald Trump and his administration was so cool on transparency, then why did they get rid of all the attorneys general, the inspector generals, and everybody who can inspect to make sure they are abiding by the law? Why did they fire all of them? Why did they pull us out of the World Health Organization? If they're being so transparent and they was intent on making America truly great again. Hey, she gonna have me on this thing for a minute. And I gotta get off here, I gotta get some food. Why did those Cubans make that song, I Will Vote for Donald Trump, only for Donald Trump to rescind their legal protections under the law because they were seeking asylum from their terroristic fucking regimes back home in Cuba? I thought he was making America great again for everybody. Y'all get where I'm going with this, right? I can pinpoint every aspect, every point, every second, every executive order that Donald Trump ever wrote. Oh, got you. Here's another one. I got another good one. Not to be outdone, the Republican-led fucking House of Representatives just passed a CR resolution for them to steal $5.5 trillion. And how they're gonna steal $5.5 trillion is reduce the effective tax rate to 15%, which is gonna cost Americans $1 trillion, and give them a $4.5 trillion tax giveaway like they did in 2017. How is that helping the American people or helping the MAGAs? And I'll say this in closing. Everything that you hear from Donald Trump, that blonde dumb bitch, any of his fucking dumbass sycophants who suck his dick sitting around that stupid ass table looking like fucking marks, is a fucking lie. They've been lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and lying and lying some more. I want all y'all, everybody who watched this video, to start doing your own research. Is it boring? Yes. Is it tedious? Yes. But is it worth it? Hell yeah. Do your research. I promise you, you will be just as informed, just as informative to your family members who don't know shit about politics. You will be informed. I'm telling you, the world will thank you for getting yourself more knowledge and knowing exactly what the fuck is going on so you don't get bamboozled again. On that note, shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to every last one of y'all that smashed the like button. Everybody who donated to the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate the ones who did take time out to think enough of me to donate to this channel. I really, really appreciate you. Just don't know how much that means. That means you value my time and my intellectual property. And you value the time of the research and all the sweat and shit that I do to make sure I bring y'all nothing but facts so y'all can go and research it yourself and you can look it up yourself. I really do appreciate you. Every last one of y'all. Y'all have a great day. Stay informed. All right? And y'all be smooth.